And I sat there with him and shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to keep him cool and shit, cause he was fucked up. He was fucked up, Joe, behind that. But after that, shit went downhill, Jack. Shawn, everybody called me 24, like 24/7. This is the name I got when I was young, you know what I'm saying? Really, I got the name, I was like 15, I think. 15, 16, something like that. You know, my homies called me 24/7, you know what I'm saying? And then it ended up being 24, and it stuck, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was just doing a lot of shit though, Joe, young. I'm 50 years old. I'll be 51 next week on the 15th, June 15th. Yeah, I'm from Chicago, grew up on the west side. Lived on the north side when we was real little, you know what I'm saying? Went to grammar school on the north side and on the west side. Graduated 8th grade on the west side, went to high school on the west side, dropped out of high school on the west side, did everything else I know on the west side. Till I got older, ended up moving on the south side. First the south suburbs, out there where mama lived. And everybody think Harvey, but she lived in Dixmoor. You know what I'm saying? I went back and forth from there, back out west. Eventually came back out south right before my mama died in 2012. A lot of stuff happened in between then, but moved to Blue Island. Now I'm back in Chicago, on the south side. As a shorty growing up in Chicago, shit, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, cause see first, I'm gonna go back, cause like I said, we lived on the north side when we was real little. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about 5, 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So we was, for a minute, we was the only black kids there. It might have been another black family there, but we was so young, we ain't really noticing at first, right? I mean, like I said, we kids, so we ain't really notice no motherfucking body, cause we in the house, you know what I'm saying? But when we started going to school and all that, you know what I'm saying? We used to play outside, don't get me wrong, but it used to be all white kids and well, mostly Puerto Ricans. They wasn't even white. It was mostly Puerto Ricans, Guatemalans or something like that, because they wasn't Mexican. Cause I remember it was like a Guatemalan family stayed down in the basement apartment. They was cool. The old man, their granddaddy, the whole family lived together. Mama, daddy, uncle, kids. It was a bunch of their ass, the granddaddy. And they used to play baseball. But every Saturday, their granddaddy used to make them Mexican or whatever they is, them Latino like bread things, you know what I'm saying, with the powder on them or whatever. He used to make a bunch of them, bake them in the oven, they be fresh. And you know what I'm saying, they was all cool with us, so they used to give us some shit before they went out to selling the shit. But after that, not long after them, then I started seeing black people start moving in, but it still wasn't no lot. Cause like I said, I went to first grade, I was the only black kid in the whole classroom. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't feel no type of way. You know what I'm saying? The teacher wasn't funny or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? No motherfucker try to. They ain't never called me no nigga, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100. Ain't none of that shit never happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, was they scared? None of that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, we kids, so kids wasn't thinking like that no way. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, the teachers was cool. So, but I did used to get into, I know a lot of fights, but I had a few got into it with this Indian name was Shane, Joe. And got it to him over my motherfucking hoodie, Joe. Cause I had wrote the way I wrote my name. He ain't know I spelled my name like that back then. I used to just spell my name, Shawn, S-H-A-W, S-H-A-N. I ain't write it S-H-A-W-N. So, cause it's another story to that, but y'all don't need to know all that. But anyway, when, I don't know why I wrote this shit on my jacket, I'm a kid. But I wrote my name on the back of my jacket with a marker, with a black marker. So I wear it to school. I get to school, and so somebody must have said I was putting his name on my jacket. Shane, that was his name. And he was an Indian, Joe, like a Native American Indian. You know what I'm saying? Not none of my motherfuckers with a dot in their head. He was one of the motherfuckers, a fella. Little short motherfucker. But it was two Indians though, him and Paymon. Paymon, they wasn't even no kin. They was just Indian families that lived up north. But the white kids, it was this white boy named Richard. I can't even think of the other one name. But they charged Shorty up. You know what I'm saying? So Shorty talking crazy, whatever. You know what I'm saying? All of them though, they get to talking crazy. So now it's like the whole classroom rocking with them. And I'm by myself. Now look, Joe, I ain't even think about it being because I'm the only little black boy in the classroom. Cause at the time, I'm a shorty, man. I'm 7 years old. I don't know nothing about it's supposed to be racism. You know what I'm saying? I just know my family black. You know what I'm saying? I know other motherfuckers white. You know what I'm saying? Or Puerto Rican or Guatemalan or Vietnamese or whatever it is. Cause it was some of everything in school. The Vietnamese used to shoot marbles and shit. But we get outside, Joe, after school. And like I said, I feel like I'm by myself. You know what I'm saying? My sister went to the school, but she ain't know nothing about the fight. My sister Tamika, she older than me, about 4 years. And she used to beat motherfuckers up for me when, you know, that was later on down the line when I got a couple of years older and got into fights and shit. Especially if I'm gonna tell you about that one too. But anyway, we get outside and me and Shane finna scrap. But look, just so happened, Joe, my man, he was older than us. He lived across the alley from us and down a little bit on the next street, named Zell. Zell was a Latin king, you know what I'm saying? Zell was cool. Every motherfucker looked up to that nigga too, right? And so, when the fight started, Zell was rocking with me. You know what I'm saying? Now, Shane got Richard, Paymon, and these was my homies. Richard, Paymon, all them little motherfuckers, that was my homies. Shane was my little homie, you know what I'm saying? But they gonna rock with him over me, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, when Zell get the rocking with me, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing, he ain't fighting with me, he just cheering me on, telling me to get him. So I dust this punk ass off, Joe. I'm talking about dust him, you know what I'm saying? And I swear, Joe, that's the first fight I remember having, you know what I'm saying, in my life that wasn't one of my brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying, or cousins or some shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was my first fight, man. Like, I was born out west, you know what I'm saying, and as a toddler, I was out west, and then moved up north, and then moved back out west, you know what I'm saying, when I was in like 7th grade, you know what I'm saying, but when I moved back out west, it was all black, you know what I'm saying, it wasn't no Mexicans, it wasn't no integration in the neighborhood, none of that, you know what I'm saying, it was all black, and that was all good with me, cause shit, like I said, I was used to going out there anyway. We always went out there. Fire Eat. My grandmama still lived out west back then. But then we still used to go see Uncle Chuck, Uncle Joe, you know what I'm saying, Uncle Smitty, you know what I'm saying, at the tavern, the Smitty's. So yeah, I was always used to going out west anyway, and loved going out west, you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't no big old change like that, you know what I'm saying? It was just, the difference was like, I mean, shit, we different. You know what I'm saying? We different from them. So, from everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So, that's the difference, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so, but that's when I jumped off the porch too. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't jump off in 7th grade, don't get me wrong. I ain't jump off until 15, 16. When we was little, we actually heard shit good. You know what I'm saying? Cause we ain't want for shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my mama had 7 kids, so we wasn't getting no motherfucking allowance or no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't getting no motherfucking no money. You know what I'm saying? Take the motherfucking food stamps and take your ass to the store. But we ain't want for shit. We wasn't never hungry. You know what I'm saying? The lights wasn't never off. You know what I'm saying? But it was the old girl and my little brother, them old man. You know what I'm saying? Bob had raised us when we was shorties, really. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, as we moved back out west, him and the old girl was still together for a couple of years. And then one day he just didn't come back to the crib no more. You know what I'm saying? And we had owned the crib we was living in. We had a 2-flat. You know what I'm saying? We had owned that joint. But the man just didn't come home one day. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker didn't know what happened. We ain't never know. You know what I'm saying? We ain't never even know they was into it. You know what I'm saying? We was kids. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers stayed in our place. They kept us in our place. You know what I'm saying? But I remember Joe, my little brother Red, Neil. Neil loved his daddy, Joe. You know what I'm saying? And Red was motherfucker favorite. Fars, Mama and Bob, he was their favorite. You know what I'm saying? And Bob had 4 kids with the old girl. You know what I'm saying? Cicero, he had Red, Neil, which is Red, Bobby, which is Cicero, Shannon Man, and Rio Red, my Red. All boys. But when he left, Joe, rest in peace, Red. Red stood at the window, cause we had in our bedroom, there was another room in the back of the bedroom. It was like a sun porch, but we made it a bedroom. You know what I'm saying? But it was really just a sun porch. But Red stood at that window, man, cause that's where the garage was at. And we ain't had no garage. The garage was tore down, so it was just the concrete. So you could see Bob when he pull in, jump out, come in the house and all that shit. Red sat there all night, Joe, in that window, cause he knew what time Bob usually come home. And when he ain't see him, he asked my mama, she told him he wasn't coming, and Neil wasn't trying to hear that shit. Neil stood at that motherfucking window, Joe, all night and cried, waiting on Bob to come. And I sat there with him and shit, you know what I'm saying? Trying to keep him cool and shit, cause he was fucked up. He was fucked up, Joe, behind that. But after that, shit went downhill, Jack. Talking about, we went from living comfortable, having shit, you know what I'm saying, to we moving into some braggle ass. We moved in K-Town. And I remember, Joe, and I was in high school when we moved in K-Town. I was in high school. And I remember, Joe, a nigga clowning me for that shit in class. That nigga sang the motherfucking Good Times theme song on my ass, Joe. Talking about temporary layoff, K-Town. His puss ass. That shit was funny though. For years, Joe, we moved over there. The crib was bullshit. And the vacant lot next to it, big ass rats and shit used to be running through the alley. That crib was bullshit. Then we just bounced around though. Joe went from there to by Madison and Laramie over there. Another bullshit crib. And then that's when I jumped off the porch right then. After that second crib, I couldn't do it. Yeah, I was 15, 16, somewhere up and down. But I was hanging with this little dude, a couple of little dudes I was hanging with. And one of them, his stepdaddy was like, he was like a kingpin back then. You know what I'm saying? He was getting money. You know what I'm saying? Back then, it was just a bunch of old motherfuckers that was getting money. You know what I'm saying? This was in the 80s, in the early 80s. You know what I'm saying? You ain't had no young niggas, you know what I'm saying, hustling. You know what I'm saying? Young niggas work for old niggas, you know what I'm saying? And them niggas might not even been that old, they just looked at old. Them niggas might not been shit but in their 30s, but they looked at 50. You know what I'm saying? Niggas back in the early 80s, some niggas that come up under us, they looked at older. Some of them, not all of them, because my uncle and them, they don't look like that. But how I first started hustling, they had 2 for 10s and the pony packs. They had powder cocaine, wasn't no rocks and shit back then. Powder cocaine. And they had pony packs. Used to come little square wax paper. You fold it up in a certain way, fold into a little pouch. But I had to put the cocaine in this shit. And so they sold 2 for 10s. Like I said, shit was fucked up at the crib. Talking about, I'm the oldest. Tamika, my oldest sister, wasn't even living with us. She was living up north with my grandma. Matter of fact, Tamika might have had her own crib back then. Yeah, Tamika might have had her own crib, cause yeah, she did, cause she had Tika. She had Tika. So Tamika had her own crib back then. So by me being the oldest, I'm the last to get anything. Matter of fact, no lie, I ain't getting shit. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no shoes being bought, you know what I'm saying, for me. None of that shit. So, I mean, the old girl ain't never, you know what I'm saying? You know, she was up with church to death. Made us go to church. You know what I'm saying? When we got older, we ain't have to go. You know what I'm saying? When we got high school and shit, we ain't have to go. As young kids, we had to go to church though. Only when I got in trouble. Like I said, they had 2 for 10s on the cocaine. So, Speedy had let me work. He used to let me work at night. You know what I'm saying? So he could fuck with his girl and shit. And he'll give me $50. And he'll take the 40. And so, one night, Joe, I got my homie with me. So I'm serving motherfuckers and shit. Now, I'm a shorty, Joe. I ain't never sold drugs. It's my first time. You know what I'm saying? I ain't know what the fuck I was doing. I was just trying to do some shit, make me some money. You know what I'm saying? I know how to count though. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I go to the crib, and next thing I know, Joe, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Motherfucker beating at the door. Boom, 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 boom. I'm in the front room on the couch. I jump up for the old girl get up and bust the door down. 2 motherfucking hypes that I done served earlier. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering what the fuck going on. Why he bringing these hypes to my crib? So I go outside and he like, two females come from the background. So they talking about they money. You know what I'm saying? So Joe, what the fuck is y'all talking about? Now, the females know that Buddy them played them. Instead of Buddy them giving the female her 2 bags, cause they 2 for 10s. He give her 1 and keep the other one, but then try to tell her that me and my homie took the bag. You know what I'm saying? So they grabbed my homie. You know what I'm saying? Shake him down, make him bring him to my crib. So now that I'm out there making all this noise and shit, the old girl wake up. So she come out there, you know what I'm saying? She get her ass to business, you know what I'm saying? Get the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? They get the fuck on. But I'm scared for my homie Punkin though, you know what I'm saying? Cause Punkin leaving with them. I'm telling my mama, man, grab my little mans, you know what I'm saying? Don't let them take them. See, man, get your ass in the motherfucking house. Woo, woo, woo. She ain't trying to hit none of that. Fuck Punkin. Oh, she concerned, you know what I'm saying? Get your ass in the house. You going to church in the morning, you know what I'm saying? So, she made me go to church. No lie, right hand to God, Joe. She made me go to church. And when they doing they testimonies and shit, or confessions, or whatever the fuck they be doing. So, she stood up in the middle of the motherfucking church and told these people that I almost got killed last night, and how the drug fiends came to the house. She blew the shit up more than what it was though, you know what I'm saying? She just really wanted to front for her motherfucking church friends, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, mama. I ain't talking about you like that. But I'm just saying. Yeah, that was some funny ass shit. I guess, you know, everybody's life got different. Everybody's life got different stages, man. You know what I'm saying? From childhood, being a kid, having fun, you know what I'm saying? No worries, everything, carefree, whatever. I don't know how it was for everybody else, you know what I'm saying? When I got blessed in, it wasn't about gang banging. You know what I'm saying? It was about, we was all jam. We was all like brothers anyway. You know what I'm saying? We was friends, but we was like cousins. You know what I'm saying? My whole family was vice lords as far as my cousins and shit. You know what I'm saying? All of them was vice lords. Different type of vice lords, you know what I'm saying? Some was folk one hustlers, some was travelers, some was undertakers, you know what I'm saying? Some was Cicero and Saints, you know what I'm saying? As far as my nieces and nephews go, and gangs go, I ain't worried about my nieces and nephews with no gangs. You know what I'm saying? You know why? Because my nieces and nephews got motherfuckers like me. They got, you know what I'm saying, my nephews, you know what I'm saying? They got they mamas, you know what I'm saying? They got their daddies, you know what I'm saying? And they just got people, period, you know what I'm saying? Uncles and shit. They got people, period, you know what I'm saying, that ain't going. You know what I'm saying? Keep it shorty done right. Man, what the fuck I look like letting my nephews do some dumbass shit that I did. You know what I'm saying? When I know it's some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I did shit, I ain't had no motherfucker pulling my coattail. Joe, most of everything that I done did in my life, man, real shit, I learned on my own. I learned from watching other motherfuckers, and I learned from just going through that shit myself. Real shit. Cause I'm the oldest. I got my motherfucking sister and shit like that. I got older females around me. I ain't got no older brother. You know what I'm saying? I got older cousins, but they was way older than me. Well, they felt like they was, you know what I'm saying? So they wasn't, I ain't had no cousins in my age range. You know what I'm saying? It was me and Sid. And then me, Sid, and Pete. Really like in the same age range. And Pete really still a little younger than me, but we still all in there together. But other than that, no, Joe. I had to learn shit from the street, the hard way. I ain't learned shit easy. Everything I know. When I see motherfuckers out here doing shit that don't have to do what I did, they're the stupidest motherfuckers in the world. Because you backwards. You living backwards. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck wants to go through rough shit? You know what I'm saying? Nah, joking. They ain't gonna do shit but go to jail. Go to jail or have motherfuckers shooting at them. You know what I'm saying? And if you think getting shot at is cool from the gate, you a dumb motherfucker. It's hard to say you don't get no regrets, right? It's because they have motherfucker got regrets. You know what I'm saying? You got something to regret for sure. But I'm talking about at the same time, you learn from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Keep it ticking. So it don't do no good to regret no whole lot of shit from your past. No way. You know what I'm saying? It only makes sense to just try to learn from them for one, and try to do better. You know what I'm saying? Try to do better than what you did yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Be better today than you was yesterday. Things that was missing in my life. Man, things that was missing in my life. Some shit just too deep to say even on camera.